Eli wrenched open his cabin door. Princess Saili slipped inside like a shadow, her iridescent scales catching the dim corridor light. "Don't tell my mother," she whispered, voice a silken blade. Boots thudded closer. Chamberlain Corrin's patrol, right on cue.
Eli stepped into the threshold, blocking the two armored guards with his shoulder. He flashed his liaison badge.
"Routine check. Human quarters only. Protocol 7B. The lead guard's multifaceted eyes narrowed. Step aside, human. Royal access supersedes. Not without Queen Veda's override code." Eli kept his stance loose, one hand on the doorframe. Humans didn't yield deck space easy. The guard hesitated, mandibles clicking, then waved his partner back. "Log it. Move on." Eli sealed the door with a hiss. Inside, Saeli paced his cramped cabin, her tall frame dwarfing the bunk. She spun on him, golden eyes fierce. "Swear silence, Eli Ward. No transmissions. No whispers to your crew."
He crossed his arms. "Sworn."
"But why here? Your suite's got more stars than my whole shift roster." She jabbed a clawed finger at the bulkhead. "Every lens in my corridor feeds the court. Yours doesn't. Yet. This is neutral ground." "Claimed?" Eli glanced at the ceiling panel. The recorder's red light blinked steady. Court tech scanned everything. He popped the access grate with a multi-tool from his pocket. Wires snaked out.
Saele watched, head tilted. "What do you... disable sequence?"
His fingers danced over the circuits. He yanked the recorder feed, spliced it into a dummy loop from Maintenance Bay 3. Door logs rerouted next timestamp fuzzed to a repeating patrol drill. Done. 30 minutes before it flags. Her scales rippled. A flush of surprise. "You breach our systems like breathing. Human trick. We fix what breaks." Eli snapped the grate shut. The red light died. Saeli exhaled, tension uncoiling. She dropped onto his bunk, stretching out on the thin mattress. Her tail flicked once, brushing his leg as he stood there. Sit. Lie. Whatever humans do. Eli perched on the edge.
"This bunk's for 1. Privacy Rule 1. Personal space."
She tugged his sleeve, pulling him down beside her. Her body heat radiated through the thin uniform, warm like sun-baked stone. "Explain. Plain terms. No court riddles." He lay back stiffly, staring at the riveted ceiling. Her scent filled the air, spice and ozone, sharp as a plasma cutter. Humans locked doors, for alone time. No eyes, no ears. Family shares, but strangers, off limits. Even royalty. Her head turned, breath ghosting his neck. Especially then. Kings or captains. Doesn't matter. You knock. You ask. You leave if told no. She shifted closer, one arm draping across his chest, claws retracted, touch featherlight. "Your queen tests you like this. No queen. Presidents rotate. We vote 'em out if they pry too deep." Saeli's laugh hummed low, vibrating against him. "Vote. Such chaos. Mother measures every bond, leverage or liability. Yours feels..." Her scales gleamed under the cabin glow, patterns shifting like living art. He kept still. Safe gets us both scanned. "What's the real play?" Court whispers. She traced a claw along his collarbone, absent. "Corrin logs my steps." "Mara Chen warned you?" Lieutenant Chen spots patterns. "Said your patrols doubled after our last talk." Saeli propped on an elbow, eyes locking his. "Talks. You mean when you fixed the translator glitch no one else saw? Or rerouted power during the blackout? Problems solve themselves if you look."
Her gaze softened, a rare crack in the royal mask.
"Humans. Always mending. I see strength." The proximity alarm buzzed soft. Shift change in 10. Eli sat up. "Time. I'll walk you." She lingered a beat, then rose graceful. "Lead." He cracked the door first. Corridor empty, cameras whirring innocent. They slipped out, her robes whispering against the deck. Eli matched her stride, hand hovering near her elbow. No touch, just ready. Halfway to her corridor, voices echoed ahead. Eli pulled her into a side alcove, breath held. Chamberlain Corrin strode past with 2 shadows, datapads glowing. Princess evaded again. Corrin muttered. Wards, logs, clean. 2 clean. 1 shadow grunted. "Human tamper?" queried the queen. They vanished around the bend. Saeli's hand gripped Eli's wrist, claws pricking light.
They hunt us.
Eli eased her forward at shift change bustle. Human crew shuffled by, nodding casual. Alien aides bowed deep to her, eyes sliding to him. Her corridor loomed, gold-trimmed arches, guards at post. Eli stopped at the edge. Clear run. Go. This bond. It grows. Mother will weaponize it. Then we shield it. His voice dropped. Trust me to fix the brakes. Her scales flushed deeper. She leaned in, lips brushing his cheek, feather soft, electric. I do. She glided away. Eli turned for his quarters. Lieutenant Mara Chen waited in the intersection, arms crossed. Her dark eyes pinned him. Ward. Walk with royals now. Escort duty.
He kept walking.
She fell in step, voice low. Court security tripled that hall. Corin's got feeds looped back to the Queen. Your cabin pinged a glitch, fixed too fast.
Eli's jaw tightened.
Routine. Bull. Chen doesn't miss patterns. She glanced back. Princess chooses you for a reason. Vera tests loyalty with pressure. Yours just got engineered. A new patrol rounded the corner. Corin's elites scanning faces. One pointed their pad at Eli.
Mauve.
They're logging alliances. Eli hit the call button.
Doors hissed shut. Alone, he exhaled. Siale's touch burned on his skin. Trust built fast in tight spaces. But the court turned it to chains. His comm buzzed. Anonymous ping. Cabin secure? Mother knows. Siley. He typed back. Rerouted. Conif clear. Delete. Too risky. The Queen's test had begun, and Eli Ward fixed problems no one asked for. But this one breathed. Eli slammed the lift doors open and strode to his quarters. His access pad beeped green. Inside, he locked the hatch and pulled up the ship's auxiliary console. Fingers flew across the interface. Audit logs. Now, the screen flickered. Standard entries scrolled. Patrols, meal deliveries, his own late-night shift. Timestamp 0237 hours. Princess Siale's biometric ID synced to his door lock. Override code matched her royal signature. Duration, 4 hours. His gut twisted. She hadn't been here, not last night. He cross-checked raw data streams. The entry glowed. Fabricated. Timestamp layered over a maintenance drone ping.
Someone doctored it. Court-level access only.
Comm buzzed. Incoming hail. Chamberlain Corin. Eli accepted. The alien's face filled the screen, frills rigid, eyes like polished obsidian. Liaison Ward. We must speak. Immediately. Your quarters.
Busy.
Eli minimized the window. Corin's voice sharpened. The logs do not lie. Her Highness entered your cabin, slept there. Protocol demands explanation.
Eli leaned back.
Send the file. A packet dropped. He scanned it. Identical fake. Glitch. I'll file maintenance.
Corin's frills flared.
This implicates the heir. Queen Vera sees scandal. I offer protection. Report her visits. Confirm compliance. The court shields you from consequences.
Eli's jaw set. Protection for betrayal.
Classic leverage. No deal. Logs are ship property. Human chain of command handles it. Silence. Stretched. Corin's eyes narrowed. Refusal invites exposure. The Queen measures loyalty. Yours fails.
Eli drafted a ticket.
Narrow scope. Security checksum review. Cabin 17B. Anomalous sync. No names. No flags. Routed to engineering bots. They'd scrub the fakes without alerting royals. Sent. Footsteps echoed outside. Heavy. Corin's elites. Eli grabbed his pad and slipped to the service hatch. Protocol forbade it, but maintenance ducks stayed off-grid. He emerged in a side corridor. Princess Siale waited, scales shimmering under the lights. She grabbed his arm. Greeting ritual. She pulled him into the main hall. Aliens turned. Court eyes locked on. Siale raised her chin, voice carrying. Liaison Ward escorts me per mother's decree. Honor the bond. Frills rippled through the crowd. Corin pushed forward, pad in hand.
Highness, the logs. Require verification. Siale's tail flicked.
She pressed her palm to Eli's in the ritual clasp.
Warmth spread. Electric. Public. Unassailable. Corin halted. Protocol bound him. No isolation mid-ritual. He bowed stiffly. As you command. Siale released Eli. Whispers followed them as she led him away. They ducked into a lift. Doors sealed. Alone. Your fix? Her scales flushed violet. Checksum ticket. Bots will purge fakes. Eli checked his pad. No alerts yet. She nodded. Frills softened. Mother tests us. Corin forges chains from trust. Eli met her gaze. We break them. Coded meets. Use patrol rotations. 0400, Med XSWay C9. Shared alibi. Joint inventory check. Her lips curved. Medical route. Clear cams. I route through air's vents. She stepped closer. Fingers traced his wrist. You solve unasked problems. Heat rose where she touched. Trust weaponized. But theirs cut both ways. Lift dinged. Med deck. They split, her to vents, him to ducts. Eli crawled the access way. Pad lighting the way. Pipes hummed. Air thick with antiseptic. Halfway, his comm pinged. Lieutenant Mara Chen. Corin's team sweeps your quarter. Ticket triggered review. Bots. Flagged royal. Override. Queen summoned. Eli typed cover. On it. Chen spots patterns. You owe drinks. He pocketed the comm. Outcome secured. For now. Sayeli waited at C9 junction. Scales gleamed in the dim glow. Clear? Chen bought time. Eli slid beside her. Shoulder to shoulder. Tight space forced proximity. She leaned in. Breath warm on his neck. Cord exploits affection. Turns it leverage. Eli turned. Her eyes held his. Golden. Fierce. We turn it back. Proof first.
Her hand found his. Squeezed.
Coded signal. Drone hum at 0400 means go. Else, scrub. Agreed.
He pulled her closer.
Lips met. Soft scales against skin. Fire sparked. Not just heat, promise. Trust forged in shadows. They broke apart. Footsteps echoed distant. Patrol. Go. Eli nodded to her vent.
She vanished.
Clear. Back to ducts. Quarters secured when he returned. Console blinked. Checksum complete. Fake entry scrubbed. Official log. Glitch resolved. But his pad buzzed. Anonymous. Corin's mark. Mother knows more than logs. Test escalates. Choose sides. Eli deleted it. Queen Vera measured relationships as assets. This one defied tally. He lay back. Sayeli's touch lingered. Trust built fast. Court turned at chains. But humans fixed brakes. Quietly. Competently. Dawn cycle hummed. Patrols shifted. Drone word at 0400. Signal given. Eli moved. Lieutenant Mara Chen blocked the med access way. Arms crossed. Patterns again. Corin's elites tailed you. Queen's Court triples surveillance. What's the play? Eli halted.
Inventory check. Princess assist.
Her eyes narrowed. Bull. Chen reads between. That ritual? Cover. Logs. Faked. Your ticket cleaned it. Smart. But Vera engineers pressure.
She summons Sayeli. Now.
Eli's pulse spiked. When? 10 minutes. Private audience. Corin pushes the sleep log remnant. Goal. Intercept. No time.
Chen, stall the elites. Say human security protocol.
She smirked. Hate foreign games. Done. Mara tapped her comm. Team lockdown drill. Access way C. 9.
Eli bolted. Vents hummed ahead.
Sayeli's route. He climbed. Pipes groaned. Burst into air's antechamber. Empty. Voices filtered from the audience hall. Queen Vera's tone cut crystal. Daughter. Logs link you to the human. Explain.
Sayeli's voice steady. Fabrication, mother.
Eli exposed it. Laughter. Cold. He fixes what shames us? Trust him over court? Eli edged closer. Hatched ajar. Saw them Vera on throne days. Frills imperial.
Sayeli defiant.
Corinne stepped forward. Highness, a remnant persists. Biometric echo.
She slept there.
Sayeli flushed deep.
Lies. Eli's pad vibrated.
Mara elites diverted. Go loud or quiet. Quiet first. He keyed a burst. Engineering override. Lights flickered. Alarms whooped. Low priority. Ventilation fault. Vera rose. What? Sayeli seized it. Glitch persists. Eli's domain. Doors hissed. Eli entered.
Calm. Ma'am.
Checksum confirms fake. Remnants a loop artifact. Fixed. Corin whirled. Intrusion. Vera silenced him with a gesture. Golden eyes pinned Eli.
Human, you audit our systems?
Ship's logs. Joint embassy. He held her stare. No flinch. Scales rippled. Amusement. Competence. Rare.
She waved dismissal.
Audience ends. Verify personally, Chamberlain. Corin bowed, seething. Saeli caught Ellie's eye. Gratitude flashed. Outside, she fell in step. You came. Practical. Hand brushed. Her hand brushed his. Eli stepped back. Frills quivered on Saeli's neck. She glanced at the corridor cam. Pulled away. Later, she whispered. Aide appeared. Scales dull gray. Human ward. Queen summons. Private deck. Eli nodded. Followed. Saeli's gaze lingered on his back. Elevator hummed. Aide tapped controls. Door sealed.
Silence stretched. Deck opened to polished obsidian.
Queen Vera waited alone. Throne chair low. Frills arched high. Golden eyes locked. Ward. Voice sliced air. You fixed my logs. Exposed Corin's loop. Joint systems, ma'am. Standard audit. She leaned forward. Claws tapped armrest. Competence. Sit.
He sat, straight-backed.
Threats circle my daughter. Court whispers. Human shadows her path. Frills. Flared. Escort her. Full-time. For safety. Eli blinked. Promotion? Trap? Boundaries, ma'am. Define escort. No private quarters. No off-log contact. Queen's eyes narrowed. Amusement rippled scales. Bold. Countersigned. Door hissed. Aide entered. Pad out. Queen dictated terms. Access to princess restricted zones. Veto on court summons. Log all movements. Eli added. Human chain of command notified. No overrides without my captain. Aide stiffened. Queen waved.
Sign. Ed. Complied.
Pad beeped. Done. Shadow her. Human. Fail. And logs turn real. Dismissed.
Eli pocketed copy. Elevator down.
Saeli waited outside. Frills perked. Escort. Official. He flashed pad. Archives next? Her eyes lit. Yes, follow. Guards parted at her gesture. Restricted hatch. Biometric scanned. Hers. His escort code pinged green. Archives hummed cold. Data vaults glowed blue. Saeli keyed override. Pulled a crystal. Slid into reader. Corin's files. Screen bloomed. Blackmail logs. Court nobles. Debts. Timestamps matched the loop artifact. Eli scanned. Patterns jumped. He funnels to Queen's rivals. Pipeline here. Tapped node. Off-ship relays. Saeli's hand grazed his arm. Warm scales. You see it. Cross-check first. He tapped comm. Subvocal. Mara. Quiet channel. Her voice crackled. Go. Archives. Crystal dump. Corin's blackmail net. Verify human intel. Pause. Running. Matches our scraps.
He's piping to fringe lords.
Queen's test.
Likely.
Pinpoint. Relay alpha. 7. Block it. Done. Patterns locked. You owe drinks. Link cut. Eli nodded to Saeli. Confirmed. Pipeline's his. Blockade incoming. She exhaled. Frills relaxed. Leaned closer. Breath feathered his neck. Trust you. Hand lingered. He didn't pull away. Queen's seal. Family audience. Heir's antechamber. Immediate. Saeli tensed. Mother. They hurried. Doors parted. Coronet sighed.
Chamberlain's scales twitched. Mara shadowed the human flank, eyes sharp.
Enter. Queen's voice boomed. Family only. Guard sealed. Saeli knelt. Eli stood protocol stiff. Mara besides. Vera's gaze pinned Eli. Escort duties commence. Promotion, Princess's shadow. Full access. Court gasped. Corin's frills spiked. Eli bowed. Honored, ma'am. Queen. Rose. Paste. Claws clicked. Logs cleared. Yet questions linger. Stopped before him. Golden eyes bored in. Human. Voice dropped silk steel. What does my daughter whisper after lights out? Silence crushed.
Eli held stare.
Heart steady. Saeli's breath hitched beside him. Mara shifted. Ready. Corin smirked. Queen waited. Eli spoke. Ma'am, lights out is off. Her frills snapped full crest. Laughter? Threat? Sayeli's hand clenched. Trust hung. Eli's pad buzzed. Mara's text. Trap sprung. Your move. Queen circled. Answer. He glanced Sayli. Her scales flushed violet. Eyes pleaded. Hold. Private, ma'am. Eli met gold. Escort boundaries hold. Corin stepped. Insolence. He hides. Veyra silenced. Claw flicked. Competence tests loyalty. Back to Eli. Sayeli rose.
Mother, he protects.
Queen paused. Scales shimmered. Calculation. Prove it. Turned to Corin. Your pipeline. Exposed? Chamberlain froze. Highness? Eli tapped pad. Shared node. Alpha. 7. Blocked. Human intel confirmed. Lies. Queen's frills flattened. Audit him. Now. Guards seized. Corin thrashed.
Hauled out. Veyra faced Eli.
Whispers. Human? He exhaled. She says, stay practical. Sayeli flushed deeper. Mara smirked faint. Queen nodded. Shadow holds. Dismissed. Outside. Sayeli gripped his arm, pulled into shadow. Truth? Eli grinned. Half.
You whisper more. Her frills danced.
Lips brushed his cheek. Tonight? Lights out. Corridor cam word. Mara covered. Go. Trust sealed. Court schemed on.
But Queen's voice echoed comms. All channels.
Word. Private deck. Alone. Eli halted. Sayeli frowned. Later, he said. Practical. Elevator up. Queen. Waited. Frills. Low. Vulnerable? Files on Corin. She slid crystal. Yours now. Leverage. Eli took it. Why? Trust tests. Golden eyes softened. Daughter chooses well. He nodded. Pocketed. She laughed true. Scales rippled joy.
Human. Fix my court.
Deal struck. Bond weaponized. Hand brushed door. Out. Sayeli waited, eyes questioning. Eli smiled. Whispers continue. Word count 1287. Watchers pinged it live. Corin's signature trace. He glanced at Sayeli beside him. Her frills quivered, eyes locked forward. Decoy holds, he murmured. She nodded once. They turned into the dim-lit corridor toward his cabin. Footsteps echoed behind. Two shadows peeled from bulkhead vents. Princess. One hissed. Protocol breach. Sayeli ignored them. Eli palmed his door panel. Lock hissed open. They slipped inside. Door sealed. Sayeli slapped her wrist crystal. Palace-grade privacy seal bloomed. Null field hummed, jamming all scans. Recording active, she said. Corin comes now. Eli synced his pad to the seal's log. Tamper chain primed. Comm buzzed, external feed only. Corin's voice barked through the door.
Open by Queen's order.
Silence. Then claw scrape. Panel sparked. Forced entry tool word. Eli watched the log spike. Unauthorized override attempt. Got you, he whispered. Sayeli's tail brushed his leg. Trust hummed between them. Corridor klaxon blared faint. Mara's intercept. Chen's voice cut comms. Feed looped. Corridor locked. Your window. 2 minutes. Bulkhead groaned. Corin's override breached outer seal. Failed at privacy core. He cursed. Human filth? Harboring her? Log captured every syllable. Eli grinned. Sayeli's hand found his. Warm scales against skin. Door panel rattled harder.
Eli tapped transmit. Only to Mara.
Pull him in. Outside scuffle. Corin snarled. Release me. With us. Privacy seal dropped. Eli yanked the door. Corin sprawled there, claws out, flanked by Mara's stun baton. Lieutenant Chen loomed, eyes hard. Recording? Mara asked. Eli held up pad. Full tamper. Forced entry. Your play. Corin lunged. Mara sidestepped. Baton cracked his knee. He crumpled. Access keys. Eli said. Now, where this goes to the Queen. With your pipeline audit attached. Corin spat. Traitor human. Sayeli stepped forward. Eyes blazed. No, she said. We keep it. For Mother. Eli paused. Her gaze met his. Decision locked. Corin sneered. She'll break you both.
Ellie, sync the file. Ellie, sync the file. Ellie, sync the file. Ellie, sync the file.
Locked it dual off. Mara hauled Corin up. Corridor unlocked. Guards swarmed. Sayeli took Eli's hand. Squeezed. Cord eyes burned from every cam. They walked out. Together. Witnesses swarmed. Trap sprung. Sayeli pulled Eli through the towering doors of the royal audience chamber. Crystal chimes rang out. Courtier head snapped toward them. Her scales flushed deep indigo against his skin. Hand locked in his.
Princess! Chamberlain Corin snarled from the queen's dais, wrists bound in restraint cuffs. Mara flanked him, baton ready.
Release this human. Protocol. Silence. Queen Vera's voice sliced the air. She rose from her throne of woven obsidian. Golden eyes fixed on Sayeli. Daughter.
Explain this spectacle. Sayeli thrust the crystal data shard forward.
Guards parted. She strode to the central dais, dragging Eli with her. Whispers rippled through the assembled nobles. 200 alien faces, frills quivering in shock. No human had crossed this threshold unbidden. Eli kept pace. His boots echoed on polished crystal floors. Hard hammered. Cameras gleamed from every arch. Live feed to the Empire's core worlds.
Submit recording, Sayeli declared.
Her voice echoed off vaulted ceilings. She slotted the shard into the dais console. Hollow projection bloomed, Corin's forced entry, his curses. The log chain intact. Gasps erupted. Queen Vera's frills stiffened. She leaned forward. Play it. The chamber fell silent. Corin's voice filled the space. Human filth. Harboring her, Eli's transmit pinged. Mara's intercept. Every tamper attempt logged. Corin thrashed against Mara's grip. Fabrication. The human tampered. Enough. Vera's gaze shifted to Eli. Piercing. Calculating. Liaison Ward. You stand in my court. Accused of harboring royalty against protocol.
Defend yourself. Eli met her eyes.
No flinch. He pulled the signed boundary order from his pocket. Sayeli's royal seal stamped fresh. Your Majesty, this grants me privacy core access. Signed by Princess Sayeli, witnessed by Lieutenant Chen.
He handed it over.
Mara nodded confirmation from the sidelines. Vera scanned the holoprint. Frills twitched. Approval? Doubt? And the evidence chain? Intact.
Eli tapped his wrist comm. Backup projected. Dual off lock.
Timestamps matched. Corin's override codes exposed, linked to his private audit pipeline. He breached first, we preserved. Nobles murmured. One elder hissed. The Chamberlain? Traitor? Vera's claws drummed the throne arm. She signaled guards. They swarmed Corin, dragging him to the chamber's edge. Arrest him. Full inquiry. His networks dissolve now. Corin bellowed. Majesty.
The human influences her. Remove him.
Silence returned. She turned to Ellie. Softer now. Liaison Ward. Competence is noted. A quiet transfer to the outer embassy erases this scandal. No marks on records. Leave with honor. Eli's grip tightened on Sayeli's hand. She squeezed back. Warmth spread up his arm. Trust solidified. He shook his head. No, Your Majesty. I decline. Gasps again. Vera's eyes narrowed. Explain. Request formal liaison status. Eli stepped forward. Sayeli stayed glued to his side. Recognized. Protected. Covers Princess Sayeli's choices. No more breaches. No court scripts dictating her confidants. Whispers exploded into chatter. A noble leaped up. Humans lack clearance. Quiet. She studied Eli. Then Sayeli, daughter, speak. Sayeli released Eli's hand. Faced the court. Chin high. Eli Ward is my authorized confidant. By my decree. Challenged?
Her gaze swept the chamber.
Nobles shrank back. Mother. Accept it. Or punish us both. Here now. Vera paused. Seconds stretched. Eli felt the weight, every eye on them. His pulse raced. Humans fixed problems. Aliens played thrones. Together, unbreakable. The queen's frills smoothed. A faint smile ghosted her lips. Very well. Liaison Ward status, recognized, protected under royal writ. She gestured. Console chimed, decree broadcast empire-wide. Court accepts. Cheers mixed with stunned silence. Sayele whirled to Eli, eyes bright. She grabbed his hand again, pulled him close. Scales brushed his chest. You stayed. Always. Eli grinned. Mara caught his eye from across the chamber, nod of respect. But Vera wasn't done. She beckoned them to the dais. Approach. They climbed the steps. Guards formed a discreet wall.
Vera leaned in, voice low.
Corin's web ran deep. More traitors lurk. Ward, your human patterns intrigue me. Prove this bond's worth. Guard her true. Eli nodded. Count on it. Sayili's tail flicked against his leg. Affection raw. Political now? Weaponized. But theirs. Vera waved dismissal. Court erupted in protocol bows. They descended. Nobles bowed aside. First time for a human. Corridor awaited. Mara fell in step. Clean exit. But scans show tails.
Corin's allies. Eli glanced at Sayeli.
Her nod fierce. Let them try. They moved out. Hand in hand. Bond sealed. Court forever changed. But as doors sealed behind, a comm pinged Eli's wrist. Traitors rally. Princess's chambers. Compromised. Incoming. Sully's eyes widened. Eli's jaw set. Game on.
Eli slammed the corridor panel. Locked it.
Mara, flank us. Royal wing. Now. Copy. Chen's boots pounded ahead. Batten hummed. Sayeli's claws dug into his arm. My rooms? How? Corin's remnants. Eli checked his pad. Threat vector blinked red. Ventilation hack. Gas? Intruders? We reroute.
Human security override.
She blinked. You have that? Installed yesterday. Quietly. He punched codes. Service duct access popped. Narrow. Aliens hated tight spaces. Their frills caught. Humans, home turf.
In.
He boosted her first.
Scales scraped metal. She hissed but crawled. Eli followed, air thick with coolant. His shoulders brushed walls. Claustrophobic for her, thrilling for him. Ping escalated. Breach in 30. Mara's voice crackled. Main hall clear, but decoy swarm inbound.
Buy time!
Eli sealed the duct behind. They emerged in sublevels. Empty. He grabbed Sayeli's wrist, ran. Her breath hitched. Eli, trust this? Trust me. He yanked her into a lift shaft. Manual climb. Human strength shone. Aliens relied on grav lifts.
She gripped his harness.
Muscles strained. Bond pulled them up. Shaft doors parted at her floor. Silent. They tumbled out. Her chambers. Console smashed. Hollow of Corin flickered. Final message. Fall, princess. Or we take the human.
Door alarm wailed. Shadows moved outside.
Eli barred the inner seal.
Back up. Sayeli synced her crystal. Mother's guards en route. Breach charge hummed. Mara burst through a side vent. Flank secured. Botan sparked. 2 intruders dropped Corin's cloaked agents. Eli charged the third. Tackled low. Human leverage. Pinned it. Scales. Thrashed. Yield. Sayeli stunned the last. Crystal pulsed. Guards swarmed in. Vera's voice boomed over comms.